Hi guys, it's Jen from Phoenix and Lotus, and this is day 24 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Video Challenge. And today's question is, what's the most dramatic or meaningful reading you ever did? And mine is a reading that I did for myself back in probably 2009 or 2010. And it was a time when I was making a lot of really bad choices. And it was a relationship reading. My husband and I had been married for about 3 years, less than 4 years at the time, and things were not great. And we were struggling. We were definitely struggling to figure out how to make things work. Or actually, I don't even think we were struggling to figure out how to make things work. I think we were struggling to understand why the other person didn't get it. That there were things that were very important to me that he didn't get or value, and there were things that were very important to him that I didn't get or value. And neither one of us was really able to see the other person's perspective. And this reading just really, really, really captured that inability to recognize the other person's point of view, and shows where we were both hurting, we were both in pain, we were hurting ourselves, and we were hurting each other because we're both Scorpios, and what do Scorpios do when they're feeling cornered or misunderstood or hurt? They attack and they sting. So this reading very effectively captured how both of us were contributing to making a bad situation worse. And at the time, because I was so hurt and, it's all about me and why is he being an asshole and why can't he see things from my perspective? And this reading was very much like, yeah, he's not seeing things from your perspective, but you're not seeing things from his either, bitch. Like, why are you not seeing that? You are being blind to the very thing that you're upset over, and you're doing the same thing. So it was a very intense reading, and at the time, I didn't want to see it. And I did not want to hear what that reading had to say. And I was hurt and angry, and he was hurt and angry, and this reading was like, you're both hurt and angry, and until you can change your perspectives, things are going to stay that way. And now looking back on it, I can recognize that I wasn't ready or willing to see a lot of the truths in that reading. But later on, we were both able to come to terms with the fact that we were both being nasty to each other and not being sympathetic or able to see the other person's perspective. And we were able to work things out, and I'm deeply grateful for that. But I think this particular reading forced me to confront my tendency to want to avoid conflict and not want to take responsibility for certain things. And that was huge. And like I said, I wasn't able at the time to recognize that or take that into consideration or say, well, I'm doing this and this is not helpful. It's not going to help me better the situation. But looking back, I can certainly see that. And I think that reading in many ways was sort of a pivotal moment for me. And earlier in this 31-day challenge, we talked about, do you think your readings are accurate? And yes, I think that reading stands out to me as an example of something that was accurate in capturing the forces and emotions and influences that were in that situation at that particular moment. And then being able to learn from that and change and evolved so that the situation didn't turn out in the way that it could have. Oh, hi, Butters. That's Butters, our yellow cat, and he's banging on the door to the eaves in the attic. You guys get to see the black cat a lot, but you don't really get to see Butters because he's not the picking up or holding cat. And hey, bud. Yeah. So that is my story about my most dramatic or meaningful reading. And I'm definitely interested to hear what other people have to say about this. This was a really great prompt. So thank you, Ethony, for that. And I look forward to hearing all of your stories. Bye.